Done, ma'am.
Okay, so now let's just start with the chapter. So over here, first of all, the chapter is comparative development experience of India and its neighbor. Right? So let's just start with first of all, see why we are comparing only these three countries, because they are somewhere the same. Right? So development path, a snapshot view. So India, China, and Pakistan have similarities in their development strategies. So if you get a question, why only India, China, and Pakistan, you will say because they have some similarities in their development strategies. Only then, because of this only, we are comparing. So first of all, all the three nations started towards their development path at the same time. While India and Pakistan become independent nation in 1947, People Republic of China was established in 1949. So somewhere they are same. And then all the three countries had started planning their development strategies in similar ways. While India announced its 5-year plan in 1951, Pakistan announced its first 5-year plan, now called the Medium Term Development Plan, in 1956, and China announced in 1950. So, somewhere again, same to same, like near about. Third, India and Pakistan adopted similar strategies such as creating a large public sector and raising the public expenditure on social development. So India and Pakistan, what they did, they focused on the public sector, like the government sector. They were like, government should be given more role so that everything is under government, and then it will help in the development. Until the 1980s, all the three countries had similar growth rates and per capita income. So this is what. So you will write it down. First of all, you will write development path, a snapshot view. Then you will write hashtag India, China, and Pakistan have similarities in their development strategies, and all the points.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, can you scroll? Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to historical part of the development policies of China. So history means like from where it started and how they are going, right? So see, after the establishment of people, I don't know what I'm saying today. People's Republic of China under one party rule, all critical sectors of the economy, enterprises, and land owned and operated by individuals were brought under government control. So all the critical sectors, enterprises, land owned and operations and all that, they were bought under government control. Like everything will be government will be controlling, right?
Yes.
And second, the Great Leap Forward GLF campaign initiated in 1958 aimed at industrializing the country on a massive scale. People were encouraged to set up industries in their backyard. In the rural area, communes were set up. Okay, under the commune. So you will write till here. Now, basically, what was happening the next day? Like the second step, they introduced Great Leap Forward campaign, which was basically industrializing. They focused that there should be industries everywhere. So in rural areas, in urban areas, it was compulsory to establish an industry in your backyard, right? And in rural areas, you should have a commune system. Commune system means over here you will have a land and everyone will be collectively doing the things over there, right? So this was a great leap forward. But again, there were some problems. So what happened when this campaign was started? Suddenly, a severe drought was there, and due to havoc, 30 million people were killed. And next, when Russia had a conflict with China, so basically China was very new. So for example, you are very new. I'm teaching you, right? I am a part of. You have to A group and B group, right? So over there, I am from A group and I am teaching B group people. I'm teaching them the new skills and everything. Suddenly, A group and B group, there is a clash in between. So at that time, what will happen? A group will say me to come back and not to teach you people, right? So this happened with Russia. So when Russia had a conflict with China, it withdrew its professionals who had earlier been sent to China to help in industrialization process, who were teaching them, who were helping them. They were withdrew, like they were asked to come back, right? So this is what they did. And this is what, when you will write hashtag, there was one more campaign, which is Great Proliferation Cultural Revolution, right? Proletarian culture revolution is basically love one. Over here, what China did, China sent their student to different countries, and they were like, you have to, you have to educate yourself. You have to learn new skill from that country, and then come back China and teach the people over there. This is known as Great Proletarian Cultural Revolution. Clear?
Yes.
Oh, so you will first write hashtag historical path development of this first point, second point, and the third point, and then hashtag GLF, which is Great Leap Forward campaign met this, and then hashtag Great Proletarian Culture Revolution. Clear?
Okay. Done, ma'am.
Okay. So now coming to this, China present rapid industrial. See, right now, as compared to all the like China, India, and Pakistan, China's industrial growth is at top level. Okay, so why? Like, what are the reason for that? So basically, it was whatever policies China adopted. It was based on that only. So let's just discuss what are the policies China adopted. So first thing is China introduced reform in the phases. Okay. First is initial phase. Like at two phases, government like China introduces the industrial growth. Initial phases, reform were initiated in the agriculture, foreign trade, and investment sector only. Okay, like for example, in agriculture, commune land were divided into small plots, which were allowed to individual household. They were allowed to keep all the income for the land after paying stipulated taxes and all that. This was done. Second, on later phases, in the first phase, agriculture investment over there only, foreign investment and all that. But in the second phase, reform were introduced or initiated in the industrial sector. So first of all, private sector firms in general, township and village enterprises in particular were allowed to produce goods. So now, basically in China, all the public enterprises and communals and all that village enterprises, they were allowed to produce the good. And secondly, in the second point, at this stage, enterprises owned by the government, which are known as state-owned enterprises, right? So they are basically government. They did this. Why? Because government want to like this. Government want to create the competition, right? So that's why public sector were also allowed, as well as the private sector were also allowed, right? Next,
Yes.
the reform were also involved the dual pricing. What is dual pricing? Basically, it was like when you are producing something, I will purchase it from you at the fixed price, and after that, accordingly, I can sell. Okay, so this is known as dual prices. So in one marker also they ask you what is dual pricing. Okay, so this means fixing the prices in two ways. Farmers and individuals unit were required to buy and sell fixed quantities of the input and output on the basis of prices fixed by the government, and rest were purchased and sold at the market prices. Okay, like for example, you produce 10 chocolates, so out of this 5 you have to sell at my fixed price, and rest 5 you can sell according to your need. Okay, then next,
Okay.
over the years, as production increased, the proportion of goods or input transaction in the market also increased. So as production increased, the of course proportion of good will also increase. Next, in order to attract foreign investment, special economic zones were set up. So now I want to attract foreign investor. So you cannot trade with entire China. There were some special zones where you can only trade. So this was basically done. So that's why, because of this reason, today the growth of industrial sector in China is at top compared to all other countries. So you will write hashtag industrial growth in China. Then you will write from here China present rapid industrial this and this. Okay.
Yes. Done, ma'am. Ma'am, can you scroll? Done now.
Okay, now we will be doing the Path of Development Initiative by Pakistan. We are done with the China. Now let's just see Pakistan. So see, Pakistan adopted various economic policies similar to those of India, like whatever India adopted, similar. So first thing is that Pakistan also followed the mixed economy, right, which coexisted, like over here, public as well as private sector coexisted. Second, in late 1950s and 1960, Pakistan introduced regulated policy framework, which means that you have, like, there was a control in import and export. Okay. Then next, it introduces green revolution. Because of this, there was a surplus of food grains in Pakistan. Then next, in 1970, nationalization of capital good industry took place. So means whatever goods was there, they came under government. So that is nationalization of capital good, right? And later on in 1970s and 1980s, Pakistan shifted its policy, right? And what basically Pakistan did, denationalizes and encourage private sector. So now what Pakistan realized that this policy does not work. So they shifted from nationalization to denationalization plus encourages the private sector. Okay. And during this period, like some other people, like from West as well as from Middle East, they helped Pakistan. Because of this, Pakistan economy increased. Then government at the time also offered incentives to the private sector. So now it's like government started incentive, like if you want to invest, if you are a private sector company, if you want to invest, I will help you. So everybody came out. And then economic reform were initiated in the country in 1988. So this is how the path of development look like in Pakistan. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you will write hashtag, and I have already marked till where you have to write. Okay.
Ma'am, so the first paragraph is still industrialization, and then
Yes. Then the second one, food grains. Then the third one till here. Then the fourth, you will make the points. Fourth one till here. And the fifth one. Then sixth and seventh. Okay.
okay, ma'am. Non-chemist work. Done, ma'am.